So we see in this model two strands of DNA, they are connected with each other. The strand sugar and phosphate, they make a strand or backbone of the DNA, and in between two strands there are nitrogenous bases, they attach these two strands. One end is called as, in this case, one end is called as 5' end, and the last end of this strand is called as 3' end, because here at the uppermost side fifth carbon atom is present, and at the lower side the third carbon atom is present. So it is from 5' end to 3' end. And in the second strand, what we see here, the uppermost side is third carbon, so it is called as 3' end, and at the last it is the fifth carbon atom at the lowest side, that's why it is called as 5' end. And in between there are nitrogenous bases. So what we see, one strand is from 5' end to 3' end, and the second strand is running from 3' end to 5' end. So they are anti-parallel to each other. See, structure of pentose sugar is also anti-parallel. Oxygen is at uppermost side, and in another strand the oxygen is at lowermost side. So these two strands of DNA, they are anti-parallel, just like these two palms. So what we see in the whole video, we will revise once again. So we see here the DNA has a monomer, a basic unit, and that is called as nucleotide. Nucleotide has three main groups. The three main groups, the one is pentose sugar, another is phosphate group, and the third one is the nitrogenous base. The phosphate and the sugar, it comprises the strand of the DNA, and nitrogenous bases, they forms the steps or the ladder of the steps of the DNA helix. We again see the structure of pentose sugar. The pentose sugar has a structure, oxygen at the topmost side, and 5 carbon atoms are attached at the 5 corners of the pentose sugar. The fifth carbon atom is located at the out of the ring. At the fifth carbon atom, phosphate group is attached, and the carbon first carbon, the nitrogenous base is attached. There is difference between deoxyribose sugar and ribose sugar. When there is removal of oxygen from the carbon second atom, it is called as removal of oxygen, means deoxyribose. It is deoxyribose sugar present in DNA. And see the another structure of pentose sugar. Here carbon second atom comprises the functional group of OH, means hydroxyl group. Here oxygen is not removed, so it is called as ribose sugar, and it is present in the RNA. This is the structure of phosphate group. Phosphorus at the center, and at the four corners of phosphorus there is oxygen. This is the nitrogenous base structure. The nitrogenous bases are of two types. One is single ring and another is double ring. Single ring nitrogenous bases are called as pyrimidines, and double ring nitrogenous bases are called as purines. Pyrimidines are of three types: thymine, cytosine and uracil, and purines are of two types: adenine and guanine. While pairing or while joining of the nucleotides, two nucleotides stand, they are joined by such manner. The sugar are joined one another with the help of phosphate group. The sugars are joined to one another with this phosphate group. Here the uppermost number of carbon is 5, and that's why this is called as 5' end. And here uppermost part there is third carbon atom, that's why it is called as 3' end. Two strands are connected with the nitrogenous bases. A is always paired with thymine, adenine is always paired with thymine, and there is double bond, hydrogen bond in between them. There is always pairing of cytosine and guanine, and the bond between them is triple bond, that is the hydrogen bond. The two strands, they are anti-parallel to each other. And the last one, the whole structure look like this structure, and this is called as double helix model. This is the strand of DNA. They are made up of sugar and phosphate, and these are the nitrogenous bases, which are 4 types of nitrogenous bases. They are called as adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. So the monomer is nucleotide. Nucleotide is comprises of phosphate group, sugar group and nitrogenous base. This is about the structure of DNA. And DNA is called as a genetic material. It is inherited in the next generation.